So, if you're a footballer who wants to push on to the next level, and whether that's academy level or the semi-pro level or the college level or the professional game, then you need to be able to impress your coaches and scouts. Because if you aren't like a standout on the pitch, then it's going to be very hard for you to catch the eyes of any coach or scout. So that's why in today's video I'm going to show you exactly how to impress coaches and scouts so you can actually start getting opportunities for yourself. So you're probably thinking, why should you listen to me? Well, firstly, I'm the founder of Natural Footballers. We've got over 300,000 followers across all social media platforms, and I've helped over 500 footballers transform their game with my training methods, which is a more holistic and natural approach where we reverse engineer what made the pros who they are today. So yeah, that's who I am, and like a bit about me in terms of my story. I went from being a player who was on and off the bench. Sometimes I'd get like 80 minutes on the pitch, and then sometimes I'd get only 20 the next week, and sometimes I'd only get like 10 minutes, and sometimes I wouldn't even play the game. So I went from being that, just like a bench warmer on and off the bench, to someone the coach loves, having on the team and starts in every game. And this is super, super important. If you want to develop and progress as a footballer, you need to be playing football. You need to be playing the game. You need to be starting games, because otherwise, coaches and scouts aren't really interested, because they are only looking at the players who are playing the full 90s. So that is me now, playing every single game and starting, which is super important. And of course, this helped me get a trial at AFC Bournemouth, a Premier League academy. So me impressing my coach and scouts led me to getting a Premier League trial, which is obviously amazing and probably a dream for most of you. So that's exactly why you should listen to me. And as I said before, we've got over 300,000 followers across all social media platforms, and I just help footballers become a better player on the pitch, technically, athletically, mentally, tactically, all that stuff. So subscribe for more videos like this. So the first thing you need to do if you want to impress coaches and scouts is you must become a winner. You must know how to win games consistently. A lot of footballers, they're actually a bit selfish, which is fine. And when they don't score, they don't assist, they get really angry, and that was me. But then I realized that the most important thing on game day is winning the game, getting the 3 points. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter if you score, it doesn't matter if you get an assist, it doesn't matter if you nutmeg someone, it doesn't matter. You just need to win the game. And coaches want these players on their team because they know they can win games for them. So be the player who can turn up and just turn a game around and perform under pressure. And this comes from unlocking your mind and being in the flow state. A tip that I can give you, first 2 to 5 minutes in the game, you need to have done something. You need to get in the game, win a tackle, just focus on getting that first action done. And whether that's a pass, a first touch, anything, just get into the game as soon as possible. And this comes from you calling for the ball, looking for it, looking hungry. And it's fine to play a bit dirty as well. Use those kind of time wasting tactics. You understand, play a bit dirty to the opposition. Maybe you trash talk to them, something. You just need to win that game. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter if you score or assist or whatever you do, just win the game. And your team will get better and you will get better as a result, and you'll be able to move up the ranks. And no one will be impressed if you're just that timid guy on the field. And I used to be that guy. I used to be on the wing, and I never used to call for the ball. I was scared going into tackles, and I know most of you struggle with this problem as well. It's important that you're not timid and you play with passion, you call for the ball, and you actually look hungry to win. The best players in the world, they are hungry to win. They don't care about goals or assists or whatnot. They just want to win the game and get the 3 points. That is why players are always so happy after they win games. And a draw and a loss should just be out of your mind. You should not accept that at all. You only accept wins, okay? So do whatever it takes to get the win, and you will impress coaches and your scouts, and you'll get more game time. The next thing is that you actually need to look the part. You actually need to look like a professional footballer. Don't turn up to training late. Don't turn up to games late. Look and act like a professional footballer. Take care of your appearance. Maintain healthy skin, and this comes from your lifestyle, eating good food. No one wants to work with a player who just looks a bit tatty and doesn't look professional in how they look. I'm not saying it's going to make or break your game, but it does play a big role. And first impressions do count in football. Have healthy skin, healthy hair, have a haircut every 2 weeks or whatever, and have nice teeth as well. It makes a big difference. And as I said, you'll be surprised how much first impressions matter, because if you're taking care of yourself and your body, then a coach and scout automatically know that you are actually taking this seriously and that you actually respect yourself as a human. So yeah, show respect for yourself by looking the part. Super important. And yeah, don't be late to training and stuff like that. Look like a professional footballer and act like one. But before we move on to the third point, I just want to tell you guys about our online football program, the Natural Footballer Mastery. We've got over 100 footballers in here, which does include professional footballers. And basically, this is our online academy. We are helping you become a standout player and get pro trials in 30 days or less. So if you're interested in joining, then you can click the first link in my description to watch the free masterclass to see if you're a good fit for it. But yeah, there's hours of content here on how to perform better, exercises for footballers, the best training sessions, nutrition guides, all that stuff. And of course, you become part of the community where you can ask unlimited amount of questions and I will answer them within the same day. Click the first link in the description to join the Natural Footballer Mastery, and yeah, I'll see you inside. So the third point is become a standout player. This is so important. Like, there are millions of footballers and people your age right now who aspire to become professional footballers. So you need something to stand out from the rest, because otherwise you're just going to blend in with everyone else. Whether you excel at scoring goals, playing precise passes, or making crucial tackles, strive to be outstanding in at least one aspect of the game. You need a standout quality. For me, it was my shooting ability and that I could score goals, and I'm quite a creative and kind of flair kind of player. So that is what helped me stand out and get the trial at AFC Bournemouth. So you need a standout quality, and this comes from your training, doing free flow training. That's what we show inside the Natural Footballer Mastery, link in the description to join. But you need to be doing free flow training to kind of unlock that instinct so you can actually play in the flow state and you have full confidence in yourself. So yeah, work hard to master your strength, and this comes from the individual training, doing a few extras after team training, and of course performing in team training so you build that confidence. And this is what catches people's attention. There's so many just like basic players out there, and they will never get scouted and signed because they don't have a standout quality. So it's super important that you find your standout quality and you become a standout player, and you actually win games for your team and become that player and that main guy on the team. All right, next thing is speak like a leader. Speak like you actually want to be on the pitch. You don't need to be the captain to be a leader. So be assertive and be confident. Tell your teammates that you want the ball there. Tell your teammates that you're making that run. Speak like a leader and encourage your teammates and communicate effectively. Don't be some negative guy who's just whining and complaining all the time. Yeah, you can be a bit angry at your teammates for like not playing you that pass or doing this or that, but encourage them, because the more encouragement you give to the team, the better vibe and energy there will be around the team, and that will mean better performances for your team and ultimately more wins. So be the player others look up to and aspire to be. Coaches appreciate players who lead and inspire their team to victory. Don't be just that shy guy on the pitch. Be a leader, show confidence, and take your team to victory. That's all it is, really. And the last point is never give up. Coaches and scouts are always going to keep a player on the pitch who will keep going for the full 90 minutes. No coach or scout likes a player who just gives up. There's so many players out there, as soon as they miss a goal or miss a penalty or miss a pass, their head drops completely and they just kind of wander around the pitch. Or when their team is losing, they just kind of don't give as much effort. Don't be that guy. You got to keep going even when the shit gets tough. I know that's easier said than done, but you've got to just keep going. Keep running for the ball, keep pressing it, keep being aggressive in your tackles, keep going until the final whistle. If you can't handle the heat now, then how are you going to handle the heat when you're a professional footballer? All right. If you easily give up during matches, pursuing a professional football career may not be for you. So you've got to give 100% in every single game and never give up. Football demands perseverance and relentless effort, especially when it gets tough. This is when the good players become great. Look at all the top players in the world: Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, Lamine Yamal. When the shit gets tough, they still keep going and they never give up, and they perform well under pressure. It's super important that You keep going 100% until the final whistle. And I know this may seem crazy, but a coach will always pick a player who gives 100% and never gives up over a player who's just pretty technical, but when the shit gets tough, their head drops completely. A coach will always pick the one that works hard on the pitch for the team, because that's what's going to lead to good performances and victories. So, as I was saying, coaches and scouts are impressed by talented and resilient leaders who work hard for the team. Not work hard for themselves, they work hard for the team. And whether that's tracking back, pressing the ball, playing good passes, calling for it, whatever, you work hard for the team. But first, you need high confidence to consistently perform well in every game. And that can be achieved if you watch the free masterclass through the link in my description. As I was saying before, look at all these crazy results we've had. Had 4 amazing performances this weekend to give my team the trophy. So our student, Mochi here, is already impressing coaches and scouts by upgrading his mentality. Speed increased over time. Seeing massive improvements in my biomechanics and speed because of the fracture training, and that's all done inside the Natural Football Mastery program. And Julian, can't forget him, he got selected for a first division youth team in Spain, the same league that Barcelona plays in, all thanks to the Natural Football Mastery program. If you want to join, just click the first link in the description to watch the free masterclass. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video and got something from it, and you can start impressing coaches and scouts, because end of the day, that's what you want, and that's how you're going to progress up the ranks in the football ladder. So yeah, subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.